Hello Sunflowers, welcome back. My name is Hollyana and today we are finally getting to a much requested video. Today we are going to be talking about 30 things you can crochet for your room. When I was brainstorming and researching for this video, I started thinking about what kind of room? Is this your bedroom? Is this your craft room? Is this your dorm room? So I tried to think about things that you could potentially use in any or all of these rooms. And as always, if you have more ideas for things to crochet for your room that I didn't include in this video, be sure to let us know in the comments. If this is your first time seeing any of my things to crochet videos, I want to let you know that throughout this video, I will be sharing photos over here of the ideas as we talk about them. Not all of these photos are my own. If you'd like to see the original photos and the original creators, you can find them in the Pinterest board below. All right, does everybody have a work in progress and a cozy drink? Let's dive in and talk about 30 things to crochet for your room. If you've seen my videos recently, you probably know that I'm in the middle of turning my old storage loft into my dream library craft room. So as I've been getting my dream library craft room put together, I've been thinking about things that I want to crochet for my room. And at first I was just thinking about decor, and then I started also thinking about things that'd be very utilitarian, very useful things that I could crochet. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a little bit of all of that. We're going to be talking about things that are just for decoration. We're going to be talking about things that are just useful. But let me know if in the future y'all want a video that is specifically crochet decor ideas. And with that being said, let's start out with idea number 1, which is something that is both decorative and useful. Curtains. I love these crochet curtains so much, and I definitely want to eventually make some for the craft room. If you can see the curtains over here, these are some beautiful flowery, just lightweight curtains that I honestly found in my garage recently. They used to be in my room before I redecorated. I love these curtains. I think that they work for now, but eventually I would love to crochet or maybe even sew some curtains. I really love anything that looks like patchwork. So I love the idea of these like granny square curtains. I also love these more like lacy decorative curtains. Curtains are like a big undertaking. These definitely would take a long time, and I'm not sure yet exactly the colors that I want for my curtains long term, because y'all know that we have like the different greens in the background and the purple, the black glittery countertops. We're gonna have Tilly's hidey hole over here that the face of it is going to change season to season, so that's gonna kind of always be changing colors. Obviously we have all the different color yarn behind us, so we have so many options for different types of curtains that I could crochet, and this is something that's going to be like a huge task, and I'm just not ready to take it on yet because I don't want to regret it and change it later. But curtains are a great thing you can crochet for your room. Number 2 is another one that I'm thinking about doing, a chair cover. These are so cool. Also another huge project, but I love these, and I actually think I might need to make one of these because y'all, for my dream library craft room, I bought 2 chairs. I bought the chair I'm currently sitting in, which is like a crisscross desk chair, and yes, I am sitting crisscross applesauce right now. It's my favorite way to sit. But the other chair that I bought for the desk was this beautiful rocking chair. If y'all come to all my live streams, you were probably with me whenever I was putting the rocking chair together on live, but y'all, it's too short. It's too short for the desk. I really thought it was gonna be tall enough, but even Josh, who is 6'4", when he sits in it, it's just a little bit too short. So I don't think I'm going to be able to use my rocking chair at my desk, but that's okay. I've got a few other places in the house that I can use the rocking chair. But then I was thinking, man, I need another chair for my dream library craft room, because I specifically built this crafting table for the middle of the room to be able to like have 2 people crafting at it. So I was thinking I could just buy another one of the chairs that I was sitting in, or another option is I have my old gaming desk chair. I could just move that into our craft room, but the vibe just doesn't match at all. You know, it's just kind of like a normal gaming desk chair. But what if I covered it with granny squares or maybe even like scrumbles? I feel like there are so many different ways that I could cover this chair with crochet to really make it fit in our dream library craft room. Number 3, a blanket. I know it's basic, but honestly, in any room you're in, you can use a blanket. Definitely for your bedroom or your dorm room, but even for a room like this, I was already thinking yesterday as I was sitting up here and it was getting a little bit chilly, I was thinking, man, I need to have like a blanket designated for the craft room. And if you're thinking, man, I'd love to have a blanket for my room, but it's just a huge daunting task, have you ever checked out corner to corner blankets? Because y'all, I love making corner to corner blankets. They are, in my opinion, the fastest and easiest way to make a blanket. And I have done a tutorial that is completely beginner friendly. If you'd like to check it out, I will link it above. Up next, going with blankets, we have pillows, any kind of little decorative pillow. Y'all, my favorite decorative pillows to make are just granny squares. And I don't mean like a bunch of granny squares you have to sew together. I mean 2 giant granny squares, and you make them to fit like the square pillow, and then you put it on the pillow. It's so easy. I made it for some friends for Christmas last year in the colors of their room. So much fun and so easy to make. Number 5, similar and yet different to pillows, are plushies. I guess sometimes a plushie can double as a pillow, or a pillow can be cute like a plushie. So maybe these should have gone together, but for the sake of this video, they're gonna be 2 different sections. If you're a regular here, you know that I'm not a plushie girl. I do not really like making plushies that much. But however, I did have a lot of fun recently making a plushie for my friend who just had a baby, because she had sent me a Pinterest board of how she's thinking about decorating the nursery. And on the Pinterest board, there was a pink and white mushroom, and I was like, I can make a pink and white mushroom. And so I had a lot of fun crocheting her a pink and white mushroom for the nursery. But y'all, I don't know, to each their own, but plushies are not my cup of tea. Definitely let us know in the comments. Are you more of a plushie crocheter? Are you more of a wearable crocheter? Do you like crocheting other random things? Definitely let us know. Number 6, crocheting wall art. Y'all know that in all these videos, I always love to talk about color work crochet. I love talking about the fact that you can make art out of crochet, because I think so many people think about doing this with like cross stitch or even like knitting. I feel like color work and like knitting is so much more popular, but you can also do this in crocheting. All you have to do is basically follow the grid just like you would with cross stitch, but you're changing the colors in crochet. Now this is something that I haven't really gotten into yet personally, but it is definitely on my list of things that I really want to practice doing in the next year. Number 7, a hanging basket or organizer. Ooh, I actually have one of these I can show you. Look how cute these little hanging baskets are. These are so easy to make, y'all. I don't have a tutorial up for them, but like just to like very quickly explain this to you, you're literally working in the round, and then once you get up, I don't know, however big you want the base of your basket to be, you start doing an increase, but only at the top. Just an increase at the top every single time. And then whenever you get to where you want the front of the basket to be pulled in, you just do like a decrease, a decrease, and a decrease, like 2 or 3 decreases on the front, and it literally makes this beautiful teardrop shaped basket. The only sad thing about these is I actually don't have a place in my craft room that would like fit these, but they are so cute. I think I'm probably going to hang them in my office, because I think we're going to be doing an office makeover soon, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in the future weeks. But I love these baskets. They work up super quickly, especially whenever you are doing it like this and using a macrame cord and a bigger hook. But I love these hanging baskets, and you can make the hanging baskets any way you want. You can make hanging baskets, you can make hanging organizers, you can have something that like hangs on the wall or off the wall or from the ceiling. There are so many different ways to make these hanging organizers, but I really like the teardrop kind. Speaking of things that you hang on the wall and like use to organize things, number 8 are jewelry organizers. Now I do have like a jewelry box on the wall, so I'm not going to make one of these for myself, but I love these. I think they're really cool. I think these would especially be nice for like your dorm room. Like I know like whenever I was in college, I would go home a lot and like visit home a lot, and I'd want to like bring my jewelry with me. If you do a jewelry organizer like this, I've seen ones that like they hang on the wall and you have everything clipped into them, but then you can just take them off the wall, roll them up, and bring them with you in your suitcase. I feel like that can be a really good way to travel with your jewelry, but then just still have your jewelry like displayed and organized in a super cute way in your room. Number 9, a rug. A rug. So many cute crochet rugs. I especially love the ones that are like obviously done out of like a scrap yarn, just all the different colors put together. The one thing I'll say about rugs is definitely think about the type of yarn that you're using. Like I would definitely consider using something more like this, like a macrame cord, because it needs to be really durable if you're walking on it a lot. And speaking of things that you should probably crochet out of like a thicker cord, number 10, a laundry basket, or you could do like a yarn basket, any kind of really big basket for your floor. Definitely think about using some sort of thicker cord that's going to like hold its own shape a little bit better. But I love the crochet laundry baskets, and honestly I should probably make one, because I have one laundry basket, and I mean maybe I should just do my laundry more often, because I was like, and it's always full. No, maybe this is just on me not doing my laundry fast enough. But I don't know, Josh and I both using like one small laundry basket, and it gets full really quickly. Maybe I just need to make us a second laundry basket. Number 11, another thing I recommend making out of macrame cord, and it's actually the thing I'm making right now, a little caddy or organizer. Y'all, the desk that I've made for the library craft room has a bunch of little like bins in the side of it. There are 4 bins on each side and then 2 bookshelves on each side. There's like a lot of little areas that I need organizers for. And I've been like looking into different organizers and trying to find them that are the right size. And I was like, well, I've got some pretty green macrame cord that honestly matches the craft room so well. So I thought for at least one of these little cubbies, I would try crocheting a little caddy and see if I like it. I might even make it with like handles, because something I've noticed is that while I've been using the craft room over the last week, because we only got this installed 1 week ago today, which is crazy to think about. And while I've just been sitting here working on stuff, I often use this cubby right here to my right to just put the things I'm working on, even just like putting the remote there, putting my crochet hook there. It's just very easy to like throw things in there. So I'm thinking this might be like my working basket. I'm thinking that while the other bins might all be organized and actually contain like crafting supplies, I'm thinking that this bin right here to my right on the side of the desk where I'm always working, I might just make this caddy that I can kind of get out and sit on the desk, and it can hold everything that I'm currently working with, and then I can just put it back away to get it out of the shot whenever I'm filming or out of the way for my bigger projects. I don't know, do you guys think that sounds like a good idea? We're just gonna make a caddy and we're gonna see if we like it. Number 12 is something that I actually just made for the craft room garland. I love garland because garland is like so easy to make because you're just making a bunch of teeny tiny little things, and it's so easy to interchange season to season. So I just made pumpkin and witch hat garland, and if you would like to see a tutorial for how to make your own pumpkin and witch hat garland, I do have it linked below. Another reason that I love garland is because I love seasonal decorations, but sometimes they're just so big they're hard to store. Like, I love my pumpkin spice squishmallow, but it's huge. I love my pumpkin pillows that I crocheted, but they're huge. But if you do want to learn how to make these pumpkin pillows, I also do have a tutorial for this that I will also link below. I love them, but storing them is not the greatest thing throughout the year. But the garland, however, garland is easy to change out season to season, and it's easy to store. Number 13, a pet bed. Y'all know that I love making things for our cat Tilly. Case in point, her little hidey hole over there. We're also turning this window into like a window seat for her. If you haven't seen from previous videos, underneath of this desk also has a built-in bed for Tilly. And I also love crocheting her pet beds. Last year, also out of macrame cord, I crocheted her a like gingerbread house for the holidays, and it was so cute and she loved being in it. I made it almost too small. Almost too small. I didn't think she was going to use it at first, but then once she figured out she could comfortably get in it, she was in it like all the time. She loves like hiding in small little things and watching the birds, which is why I think she's gonna love her hidey hole over here. Even though it's really small, it has all these little like windows, and she can perfectly like look out and see the birds in these trees out here. It's perfect, it's great. And while I was researching for this video, I found so many different ways to crochet cat beds and dog beds and just all kinds of pet beds. So if you have a pet that you love making things for, definitely think about crocheting them some sort of a pet bed or hidey hole or couch. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Number 14, a cord binder. I definitely need to make some of these for the craft room, especially since they are so easy to make and so little and so cute. And I love the ones, of course, that look like leaves. They're adorable. I love them. My mom actually just sent me a bunch of like cord snap-on like organizer things. They like stick under your desk, and then you can like put your like cord in it, and then you can just grab it easily whenever you're charging something. Like, aren't these cool? You just like open it and then put the cord in it. But I was thinking, okay, so for like my phone cord, this will be great because I can just, you know, attach this to the bottom of my desk and have the phone cord like perfectly just stuck under the desk. But then I have like a bunch of extra cord like down by where it's plugged in. I think I can make some of these cord binders to just help keep it all organized so underneath my desk isn't like completely covered in cords. Number 15, crochet plant hangers, or just crochet plants, or you can crochet a plant hanger, a pot hanger, and then you can make a crochet plant to go inside of the crochet plant hanger. That'd be kind of ridiculous, but I love it. And I love making crochet plant hangers. My dad grew up in the 70s making macrame plant hangers, and he taught me how to macrame as a kid. And that was my first introduction to like plant hangers. And then as I got more into crochet, I started crocheting plant hangers. And Dad and I actually did a video together last year comparing crochet and macrame plant hangers. So if plant hangers are something that you would like to get more into, I will link that video below just to give you some ideas of how you could crochet or how you could macrame the plant hangers. But that's definitely an easy thing you can make for your room that would definitely just add some vibes, especially if you're somebody who already has plants. And if you don't already have plants, you can crochet plants too. These are really cute. Number 16, speaking of crocheting plants, crochet vines. And maybe this is cheating for having this be a different one, but I feel like it's very different. I feel like there's like crochet potted plants, and then there's like crochet vines. And the crochet vines are something I've been thinking about doing, but I also feel like it might be wasted on me just because I have so many plastic vines that I want to use and I need to use. Like, hold on, I have to show you. It's genuinely like kind of embarrassing how many plastic vines I have. And I just feel like, oh my gosh, there's more. Wait, I thought that was all. See what I mean? I just feel like if I'm crocheting vines, then I'm not gonna use these vines. And I feel like where I want vines, I should probably not be wasteful, and I should probably use some plastic vines. Why do I have this many vines? If you're new here, I'll let you in on the secret that I was a very disorganized mess for most of my life. And I mean, I honestly still am, but I'm improving. I'm getting better, a little bit at a time. And part of me being a disorganized mess led to this loft that we are currently in, that we've been turning into my dream library craft room. It turned into storage. Like, you know, people have like a junk drawer. I had a junk room. This entire room, like to my head, was full of boxes. And these were not like, oh, organized boxes. I know where my Christmas decorations are. I can go grab them. No, this was just complete chaos. And because of that, and because I am a crafting YouTuber for my job, I would lose things that I bought and then I would have to rebuy them. So me having so many vines is probably partially due to the fact that I'd be like, oh, I need vines for this project. Let me go grab some vines. And I didn't know where my other 200 feet of vines are. It's kind of like the hot glue guns. I think so far I've found 9 hot glue guns in my chaos of reorganizing my entire life. But we're doing it. We're getting organized and we're finding out where all of our things are, including our vines. So all of that to say, I probably personally will not be crocheting vines for this room, even though I do love the idea of having vines in this room, especially after we get all of our bookshelves up and our trinket shelves. I know I definitely want to add plants, or at least fake plants, like something to add some more greenery in here, but I'll probably not be crocheting vines. I'll probably be using the vines I already have. But if you like vines, you should definitely crochet some vines for your room. Number 17 has to come with like a warning. If you do this, please be smart. Please, 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 please do not cause a fire hazard. But I've seen enough people make these to know that there are safe ways to crochet lanterns and to crochet lampshades. Just please make sure if you are crocheting any sort of a light cover, that one, no matter how cool the light is, you have a distance away from the actual, you know, light source. And 2, only use them on super cool lights. If your lights get hot even a little bit, do not put yarn near them, like at all. But if you have lights that are completely cool and there's still a distance away from them, I've seen so many people do these beautiful crochet light covers, and I just love the lanterns. I love the lanterns so much. And honestly, like once I get the bookshelves done, I might have to make some little forms of like lanterns to like hang from the bookshelves. I think they're so cool. Number 18 is a very utilitarian one, a hat organizer. And this is something that shockingly we actually do need to make. I didn't realize how many baseball caps Josh and I have. I was organizing everything, getting, you know, my house all figured out and put together. And y'all, I've found so many baseball hats. I'm like, we both hardly ever wear baseball hats, but most of them are like from an event or from like something that we have like a memory at, so I don't really want to like get rid of them. But I do like the idea of making one of these baseball hat organizers and then having like a nice way to display them all and a nice way to store them all. Number 19, another organizer, are claw clip organizers. If you are like me and you have a lot of hair and you love using claw clips organizers that are made out of crochet are so cute. Now I personally have a claw clip garden. This was inspired by Birdie Wood on TikTok. She made a claw clip garden where she basically has like greenery that she framed and then like puts all of her claw clips in it. I loved the idea. I had to make one for myself. I love how it turned out. But if I didn't have that and I needed a way to organize my claw clips, I really do love these crochet claw clip organizers. I think they're really cool. I even love the ones that are like chains. It's like chain links and then you can just like stick your claw clips on them. Like, that's honestly brilliant. Number 20 is one that y'all have already asked me if I'm going to be making for the craft room, and probably a table runner, a doily, a tablecloth, anything like that. We talked so much while discussing what type of countertops to make about how I was going to be filming on these surfaces, and it was so difficult to decide like what kind of countertops to make that I would feel comfortable filming on over and over and over again. I ended up going with stone coat tabletops, and it was honestly pretty DIY friendly. We did have some bumps along the road. If you want to see the full video, I will link it below. And I ended up choosing Black Galaxy. I love it. It looks like the night sky. It is everything that I wanted. But I know there are going to be some times whenever I don't want the black sparkly countertop as my background. And so I've already been kind of like searching for like really pretty pieces of wood that I can like lay down for like filming or taking photos of projects on. I have a lot of different like seasonal fabric that I've thought about like laying out for some different crafts whenever I'm filming. But I also might crochet some form of like a table runner, a doily, a tablecloth, maybe even just a crochet piece that I can like lay out like film on top of. I don't know. Honestly, the possibilities are endless, and I loved looking at everyone else's tablecloths. I think that they're really just absolutely gorgeous. Number 21 is one that I had not seen until I was researching for this project, a crochet mirror. If you have just like a boring round mirror that has nothing on it, you can crochet like flowers or vines or designs or whatever you want to put around the mirror. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed with these crochet mirrors. Now for the craft room, I do have a mirror already, and it has like golden mushrooms around it, so I'm not going to be covering that up. But maybe for my office, maybe for my like office makeover, maybe we'll end up doing some form of crochet mirror. Number 22, similar but different, a crochet picture frame. If you have any sort of boring picture frame that you want to add some form of flair to, you can always crochet around it. These are so adorable, and I just love them. They're so much fun, and you could change them out for the seasons. You could change them out as you change your room decor. It definitely just adds a little bit more crochet flair. And this is also something where like you're not using that much yarn, so it'd be a really, really good scrap project idea. If you have a bunch of yarn scraps lying around, make a bunch of different color flowers and then put them all around one of your picture frames. Number 23, one of my favorites, a classic, coasters. Y'all know I'm a coaster girly through and through. Even though these countertops are like completely food safe and like hardened and I could like eat off of them allegedly, y'all, I'm still over here using my coaster. Actually, this is technically like a little jewelry tray that my aunt got me, but I love it as a coaster. Isn't it just adorable? And yeah, I don't know what it is. I just hate having anything where there's like condensation like this with my Sprite in my little pumpkin cup. I hate the idea of there being like condensation on my table, and so I have to just always use a coaster, even though I don't technically need one. But there's so many cute crochet coaster ideas. My favorite probably being the ones that look like plants. They look like flowers when they're all folded up, and then plop, you open them, and then they're coasters that you can use. They're so cute and they're so fun. Number 24 is definitely not one that I need in this room, seeing as this room has no door. This room is just like an open little lofted balcony area. But if your room does have a door, and if you do like to keep that door open sometimes, you could crochet a door stopper. A door stopper. These are really, really cute and fun, especially I'm sure for people who like making plushies, which once again couldn't be me. But if you are someone who wants to have your door propped open more, and you're somebody who loves plushies, these are super unique and fun. Correct me if I'm wrong too, because I've been out of college for like a long time, but I feel like these would also be really fun for college. Like, I know we used to kind of just like have our door propped open, and people walking by could like come and say hi and just like walk into each other's rooms like a little community. I don't know, I feel like if I would have had like a crochet door stopper in college, this would have been really fun, because it's like a way to keep your door open, to like let people know, come in and say hi, but then also it's like a conversation starter, because you can just make a ridiculous little door stopper, or different ones for different seasons, as I always like doing. I like the idea of doing a door stopper. I don't really have a use for one personally, but I think they're really cool. Number 25, a mobile. Why does it sound wrong no matter how I say it? The thing that hangs from the ceiling that kind of spins. It's usually on like a circle, goes above like a baby's crib, or it can just be like for decoration. A mobile. Is that right? Anyways, one of these hanging thingies. These are beautiful, and I know that they could kind of go under like a garland or a wall hanging, but they're different. They're different because they have like the circular thing on top, and then like the flowers or the designs or the circles hanging underneath of it. These are really cool. I think I want to make one of these for like the kitchen. I think it'd be really pretty with like the lights coming through and maybe like sunflowers hanging down. I love these. Number 26, great for anyone who loses their keys all the time like me, a door key holder. This thing just literally drapes over top of your door, and there's a pocket in it for your keys. Like, we literally have a basket for our keys by the front door, and the keys still just never end up in it. So I guess maybe this would only come in handy if you actually use it, which like makes sense. That's how everything works with organization. But I don't know, I feel like having a specific pocket directly on the door for the keys would just be such a good reminder just to actually put it in the pocket right when you get home. And then as you're leaving, you never have to look for your keys, because they're always gonna be right there in that pocket. Would that be weird though to have on the front door? I feel like I see this and I think of like a bedroom door. So maybe this is better if you do live like in a dorm, or like if you have roommates and you want to keep your keys in your room. I don't know, I'm just like, now I'm picturing this on our front door, and I feel like that would be kind of weird and clunky on the front door. I don't know, let me know. Would you guys put this on your front door, or would this just be something that you'd have in your room? Number 27, a tissue cover. This is so silly, but it is such a fun little decoration. I love all of the different ways that people were covering tissue boxes with crochet. Y'all, when I was younger, I used to only just use toilet paper for tissues. And then one time we were live streaming here on YouTube, and my Ganny saw that I was blowing my nose with toilet paper, and she sent me in the mail like boxes and boxes and boxes of tissues. And I was like, this is so silly, I can just use toilet paper. Nope, there's a difference. There's a difference. You're definitely supposed to blow your nose with tissues instead of toilet paper. So y'all, I literally think I mentioned this in my 32 things to learn from a 32-year-old, the vlog that I filmed this year on my 32nd birthday. Literally buying the box of tissues for $1 is worth it, because your nose will thank you. I used to spend every fall and winter with just a very red nose. And as I'm saying all this out loud, I know this just sounds so ridiculous and so obvious, but I don't know, I feel like none of my friends ever buy tissues. We all just use toilet paper. Is that crazy? Is that just us? Anyways, maybe we'll all be more likely to like actually buy ourselves tissues if we make ourselves really cute little tissue holders. Number 28 is something I had not seen until I was doing research for this video. Y'all, look at these crochet doll houses. If you are somebody who loves miniatures, or if you are making something for your kids' room, like y'all, these little doll houses are so cute. I even love the ones that like look like a doll house, but they're actually organizers for the dolls, and then you can hang it on the wall. Like, so smart, such a smart way to organize toys. I love these little crochet doll houses. Number 29, I'm definitely gonna need to make for our mega drawer back here. Behind me, this purple drawer, it's literally massive. It's massive. And I have some organizers on this side, but this side it's just chaos and open. I need to crochet some drawer organizers. I hadn't even thought about crocheting drawer organizers, but these look really easy to make. You're just making basically a bunch of rectangles and sewing it all together. But you could also do this for like your armoire or like your dresser to like organize your clothes. I would say just like think about the type of yarn you're using and maybe do like a thinner yarn for this kind of organizer, because it will take up space. You know, like if I was using this type of yarn and making an organizer with like a bunch of slots, I mean, we're giving up like 1/4 of an inch for every single different organizer, and we don't want to lose that much space. So you could definitely crochet yourself some little drawer organizers. Just think about what kind of yarn you're using to make it. Are we already on our last one? We are on number 30. And y'all, I had no method to my madness for this list today. I was literally just like, ooh, that'd be cute. Ooh, that'd be cute. Scrolling through Pinterest. Ooh, I like that. Let's add it. So there's no method to the madness. Sometimes I like to save like a really special one for the end. This isn't anything exactly special, but it is really, really cute. A glasses holder. I am a girly who wears glasses. I have my contacts in right now, obviously, and I lose my glasses a lot. I have like 4 pair of glasses, 2 that I wear like really, really regularly, and I always just like put them on my nightstand, and then they end up like falling off my nightstand into my drawer or under the bed. That's not good. They're gonna get broken. But I like the idea of having these little glasses holders, especially the ones that like look like a little face. You can like put your glasses on a little fox or a panda or like whatever. They're like so cute. I really do want to make one of these. I'm just not sure which one I should make yet. Maybe the calico cat. Maybe I could make my glasses holder look like Tilly, and then it could look like Tilly's wearing my glasses. Wait, that'd be so cute. I definitely need to do this. Look how far we've gotten on the organizer. This is exciting. Well, friends, I think that wraps up another video of things to crochet. And if you're still looking for different things to crochet, I do have an entire playlist of things to crochet. We have gift ideas to crochet. We have things to crochet for Valentine's Day, things to crochet for masculine folks and men, things to crochet for spring, things to crochet for summer, things to crochet for fall, things to crochet for Renaissance festivals, and now I'm excited to finally add this video, which y'all highly requested, of things to crochet for your room to the list. If you have more things to crochet video ideas that you would like me to make, let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely try to make them soon. If you're new here, welcome to the Sunflower family. My name is Hollyana. We do new videos every single Monday. A lot of times they're crochet or crafting or DIYs, but we also do Renaissance festivals and thrifting and cat videos and a little bit of everything cozy and quirky. Hope to see you in the next one.